engine and the transmission from the old Chevy S10. So what I'm going to do is take out all the bolts, get this transmission off of the engine. I'm probably going to see about pulling a couple of sensors from the engine. There should be a temperature sensor in there that'll match the wire harness to the S10 that the diesel's going into. But otherwise, just take the two apart, probably just sell the engine for somebody to use as a core.
Okay, I just got all the bolts out and I did a little pry, and the transmission is now separated from the engine.
Voila, transmission.
Here's the Chevy S10 2.2 liter gasoline engine. And now I was able to remove the pressure plate, and underneath the pressure plate we removed the clutch disc itself, and underneath that the flywheel. So now we've got just the bare engine, and we've got the flywheel and pressure plate to use as we need to for the project. Now on the Mercedes 2.4 liter 4-cylinder diesel engine, I removed all the belts. And over in this area, we had the compressor, which is now right there, including a very large bracket that connected around the water pump, around the pulley here. The water pump now is going to need some different bolts because these bolts are too long as they held in the bracket before. Also, right there down on the floor, we've got the power steering unit, which was right down here. This actually had 3 different belts coming off of it originally, so I'm going to take off anything that's not going to be needed. Now on the other side of the diesel engine, we have the flywheel for the automatic transmission. I'm going to need one for a manual transmission. I've already pulled most of the bolts out that hold the flywheel on. Unfortunately, these are all these little hex cap screws, and 3 of them stripped out while I was trying to remove them. They're in there really, really tough. As you can see, 2 more of those bolts are out. Here's one of the other ones that I removed. As you can see, its head is deformed. What I did was I just took a plain old hammer and a chisel. I took a chisel, put it into the head of the screw, and I just pounded on it until it would dig into the screw so that it would turn counterclockwise, and either the entire head of that bolt was going to come off or it was going to loosen up. And for all 3 of them, I was able to get them to loosen up. So now I can pull it the rest of the way out. Okay, here we are with the Mercedes flywheel. And there we go. Under the flywheel, I now removed 4 bolts that were holding this entire adapter ring on. I'll just take my rubber mallet, give that a few taps, and this whole thing comes right off. And nothing but engine block underneath that, but we should be able to use this adapter ring here to help figure out what custom plate I will need to connect the S10 manual transmission to the Mercedes 4-cylinder diesel engine. So hopefully I should be able to take some measurements off this ring and make some sort of an adapter plate based on it.